Welcome to one of your favourite episodes, Tin Can Roulette. Two normal home cooks will go head to head in just 30 minutes to cook up delicious food, we hope, from 3 randomly selected tins.
These get harder and harder every time we do them.
They're normally a combination of things that don't go together and things we've never heard of.
Yeah.
Lift cloche A for a choice of protein. Grab a tin each.
Oh, you picked it up.
Commit.
You picked it.
That's not how it works,
Yeah,
is it?
decision made.
No, I wanted to listen to it. It's
sounds wet and sloppy.
Lift cloche B.
Ooh.
Oh,
Pick a tin.
Chunks. I went chunks.
And you put your hand on that one.
I was going to say, it's like the normals from Salted, isn't it? That's me, that's you, you know.
Oh.
You know.
I'm going, you know.
I'm going.
You've touched that one.
I'm going for the lanky one.
Ah.
And your last cloche, kind of a miscellaneous pile.
This is all the ways the one that does
Commit, grab one.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
It was exciting.
I'm going for this one. Why have you picked a thermos flask?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's open them up and see what you're working with.
Go. Oh, what have you got in that?
I think it might be a tuna steak. It looks fishy.
I think I've got tomato soup.
I've got a fish.
Dig around, Mike. What have you got in yours?
Oh no, dig around. Oh, I've dug. Oh. Have I got meatballs?
Mike, you're working with tinned meatballs.
Okay.
Barry, you've got salmon.
Oh, okay.
Tinned salmon. What have you got in B?
3, 2, 1. Ooh.
Spinach.
Asparagus.
Barry has got tinned asparagus, and Mike has got a spinach paste or puree.
A lot of spinach.
There's a lot of spinach.
And for your third tin, your miscellaneous, what are you working with?
Are you kidding me?
What have you got?
Biscuit tin.
That's a tin.
That's great. What the hell is that? Okay. Well, it's bright red. Oh, it's very tangy tomato
Paste.
Tomato paste.
Mike has a very safe batch of tinned meatballs.
It's very tomato
spinach
based.
and tomato paste, doubling up on tomato.
That's fine.
And Baz, you've got salmon, asparagus spears, and clotted cream shortbread. Boys, your creative challenge and 30 minutes starts now.
I'm struggling to think of anything.
The challenge now is, do you go super interesting, turning it in its head creative, or do you go safe? If you go safe, we're looking for technical precision or creativity. Either could win.
I love cream spinach, so I'm going to do cream spinach. I'm doing thinking cream spinach.
Some of the great things about tinned spinach is that tin there is a huge amount of spinach given what it's wilted down to. So it gets you a long way there, much quicker. Always a consistent result.
Okay.
Barry's chuckling to himself and he's fetching a combination of ingredients that intrigue me. The good news is you've had about 5 minutes already.
Oh no, that was a
4
lot
and a
of
half.
thinking time.
Anything else you're adding to your cream spinach, or are you keeping it simple?
I don't know. I was thinking a little bit of nutmeg because that works really nice grated into cream spinach.
Very classic.
But because it's thinking cream spinach, I don't want to add anything to it until I've thought about what else I'm going to do. I've grabbed a bag of gnocchi, which I'm going to toast off. Non-offensive flavour. Might work with tomato.
Baz, you've probably got the curveball of shortbread biscuits. What are you going to do with them?
I couldn't work out how to get the shortbreads into my savoury dish, so I'm going to do a sweet dish as well.
With just 25 minutes to go, Barry is double dishing.
I'm going for a salmon and asparagus pie. And the asparagus is so wet and so soggy. I'm really struggling to work out what you would do with it other than chopping it up and putting it in amongst something. What I'm having to do is suck the moisture out of it a little bit. It was so wet, it was mostly water. This way I can still get asparagus flavour into it without it being diluted by the water.
Can I eat these just as is?
They are cooked in the tin. I mean, they're cold, which is never going to be the way they're intended to be eaten.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
It's such a sweet tomato sauce as well.
I think, Mike, you've probably got a relatively classic set of ingredients.
Yeah.
Where Baz has got a bit of a curveball. What are you picking, Baz?
I'm picking out the bones, which I don't usually get in tinned salmon. I think the bones are so soft though, you could eat them. But I'm just taking them out because it's not a particularly very nice eating experience.
Oh, what on earth am I going to make? What is this? Do I coagulate that? Could I blend that? Let's do that. Let's make a giant meatball. Screw it.
One big meatball.
Let's make one big meatball.
To To freshen up this fish pie, I've got coriander, spring onions, and now I'm putting some chili flakes and some fennel seeds in it as well to give it another dimension, and then I'm going to mix it together with some Philly cheese.
We're on.
Now the problem with blending up pre-cooked protein is it does that. The proteins are already, in this case, because they've been tinned, very overcooked. Comment down below, if you got the same 3 tins that Mike or Barry did, what would you be creating now?
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds patty. Now what are you going to do with it?
Can I just...
I love this process. It's such a linear thought process. I'll do one thing and then I'll think about the next.
Why don't I stuff all of that in there and then wrap it around?
What, your spinach?
Yeah, let's try.
Nutmeg and spinach, such a classic combination.
That tastes very nice.
This is why we do this, because normals think in very different ways to chefs.
What have I done?
Is it going to hold together?
I don't know, we're going to find out then.
When you make something like let's say a Scotch egg, and you bind raw meat around an egg, and then you cook it, it's as the proteins cook that it all sticks together.
Oh no.
What happens if those proteins have already been cooked, and then just blended up?
That.
You've had half your time, you have 15 minutes remaining.
There's a big old thing of oil. That's quite a lot. Is that going to heat up in time?
Mike, you've now blended your tinned meatballs,
Yes.
stuffed them with pan-fried gnocchi and creamed nutmeg spinach,
Yeah.
and now you're going to pane that.
Yeah.
Baz,
Is this a duck egg?
you said fish pie.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not got the fish.
that's not the fish pie, that's got fish in it.
What's going to make it pie-like?
Pastry!
Okay. Godspeed.
Stuff it, I've had an even better idea.
How many are you making?
1 pie.
I'm not going to be able to get this out of the egg.
Barry's going for like a Cornish pasty with fruit in one end and savoury in the other. This could be a disaster.
Oh, egg.
Interesting techers.
I know. Where's the egg? I used it. Is it, how eggy is it? Is it just egg?
That's just egg.
One of my childhood memories was having a sweet and a savoury Cornish pasty. That's what I'm trying to do here.
That's how long does pastry take to cook?
I don't know, but I haven't really thought that bit through.
11 and a half minutes left.
No, it takes longer than that, that's what I know. I'll just get in the oven, Barry. Just
You've got to get it. It's not going to cook in 11 and a half minutes, but you've got to give it at least a chance.
No, don't to have a backup. On toast.
On toast.
West.
Okay. Oh no, the spinach is out. Oh, I hate staying in a ball. I've created a storm.
You certainly have.
Toast.
You said on toast, but you've opted for toast that's got a hole in the middle.
In my head, a salmon and cream cheese bagel is a thing. I think that'll work well in that mix.
Heating up some oil to get that up to 180 before I deep fry that. Now I need to figure out what to do with this tomato paste.
Oh, I forgot you still had a whole ingredient you haven't used yet.
Yep. So it needs something, maybe it needs something sweet.
Is this for a dipping sauce? Is this a drizzly sauce? Is this a...
I don't know.
Were you happy with your tin choices? Or would you rather have had a tin of chicken curry,
Whoa, that's hot.
a tin of Brussels sprouts, or some braised tofu? Because they were the other nondescript tins.
Oh, I think I've done very well then.
Chris, can I get a blowtorch, please?
Where are you going now?
Well, you know, I've gone, obviously, Italian, Japanese, Korean.
Obviously.
I've got my tomato paste, a bit of soy, a bit of fish sauce,
Some good smells happening.
tiny bit of gochujang, sesame oil in there. So, use too much oil, silly Mike. So I'm putting some ketchup in it.
Slowly, Baz, on the stairs. Safety first. I mean, you've already left the hob on and unattended. Okay, so you've got some banana rum, or discarded rum made with banana peel, delicious. What's it going over?
It's going over the apple, no, what was it? Pear, blackberry jam, and biscuity base with a bit of demerara sugar on top, blowtorch,
Blowtorch.
creme brulee it.
I mean, you can burn the sugar, but it won't cook the alcohol out. Also, completely destroy the non-stick coating inside of that pan.
Ebbers is getting annoyed now.
3.5 minutes left. It's firmed up nicely. The egg, flour, breadcrumb doing its job.
Here goes nothing. This is really hard to fry.
Start thinking about plating if you haven't already, because there's 2 minutes left.
That's something. Could I have some kitchen roll? Where's some kitchen roll? Barry, can you get me some kitchen roll?
This is your job!
A one?
One's enough.
This hasn't worked. I think it's got character.
I've forgotten what side's what.
Yummy.
Now he's left the fridge open. Last 30 seconds.
Oh, sorry, I thought I closed that.
Oh, what side was it?
23 seconds.
I've got to commit!
Ta-da.
Mike's happy with his. 5, 4,
That side's
3,
sweet.
2, 1. I hope for your sake that side is dessert.
Does anybody here remember?
Right, that is the time up. If it's possible, we'll try and get sexy to them, and then we'll get into the tasting.
Wow.
Well, I'm normally quite excited to try these. Should we start here?
Yeah, right. So before we start, it's all about the menu description, isn't it? This dish is called, don't worry, we got you covered. Want to travel? Don't worry, we got you covered. This contains the flavours from France, Italy, Japan, Korea and Thailand. Don't like chewing your food? Don't worry, we got you covered. Don't like looking at your food? Don't worry, we got you covered.
Oh, there's a sneaky little gnocchi in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneaky little everything in it.
Right, cheers.
Cheers. It's mushy.
The breadcrumbs on the outside give you a crunch and a texture that is fighting against the mush
There's so much
that remains on that plate.
Quite a tasty mush though.
Yeah, the flavour isn't bad actually. It is quite sweet, and I think that meatball mix in that tomato sauce was quite sweet. Perhaps if it'd been blended with the gnocchi to actually make almost like a meaty potato cake that was breaded, it might have held. Alternatively, smaller. Doing one huge one was asking for trouble.
I didn't want to waste the tin, Evers.
And I'll be honest, it was trouble. But not disgusting. And I think that's a positive.
I'm not actually even.
No, I think it's almost enjoyable.
Right. This one.
Which one are you submitting?
These are my backups, so I have to say this.
Trouble is, I watched you fold it, and you folded it towards yourself this way, and you definitely had the savoury fish in that one.
I did that way. I held it that way. Did that, and I go savoury sweet. Oh, you're kidding me.
I watched you do it. The question is any of it cooked?
Oh, it's definitely fish.
Oh no!
You had a 50-50, you got it completely wrong.
I'm back in the game!
It is just about.
Yes,
No. See, it's not cooked either. So the pastry's raw, and you've got your sweet and savoury around the wrong way, which is a shame.
Shame.
Because as a filling, this was really nice. I tried this on its own. You've definitely got the flavour of asparagus in there, but you're so right, it's a texture you kind of want to mask, and you have done with spring onion, which is raw and got a crunch. You've got the fresh herbs in there, the cream cheese.
Really nice bagel.
It's a really lovely filling, and it would have been really nice in here if you'd got your timings right, because actually the top lid is cooked. It's just that bottom that isn't. You've got a soggy bottom.
You don't want it with the icing.
You don't want it with the icing sugar.
Warm, without the icing sugar.
Okay, cool.
Could have been great.
What is it?
It's pear, blackberry, and shortbread biscuits.
And the shortbread biscuit goes really soggy.
Yeah,
and mushy.
That's the best
like
bit of the
that.
crumble.
Soggy biscuit meets pear meets jam. I'm not sure about that at all, Baz. Have you tried it?
Well, try this one. That one's got booze in it.
But you're not submitting that one.
The texture's terrible.
There is a creme brulee. There's a creme brulee on top. Oh, it looks like bites.
Lucky.
I mean, the booze.
Give me some of this.
Do you remember Jamie's whiskey gravy? Where he didn't cook out the whiskey and just mixed whiskey with gravy?
Why is it so savoury?
I really liked the concept of where you were going. I think the flavour combination should work.
It's happened again.
But your textures are terrible. Your pastry is undercooked. Your salmon's got icing sugar in it. Your filling here is mushy and like a soggy biscuit I just don't want. And that's too boozy, even as a backup, fails.
If it's too boozy for Ebbers, it's inedible.
And this
I know, it's a train
was a
wreck.
car crash. But at least I'd happily eat it.
Not again! He said no! He said happily.
At least I'd eat it. which I think is my answer. I mean, it's going to go over to you guys in the comments. Comment down below who would take your win today. But my win today, not a particularly proud win.
No.
Is Mike.
Wow.
Because there's just too many disappointing moments for something that could have been so brilliant.
I'm not sure I dodged the bullet. I think I took it, but it didn't kill me.
Whereas I got one to the head.
You got one.
You didn't deserve to win, Mike, but I definitely deserve to lose, so that's fair.
I'll take that. Yeah, I am happy with that.
Comment down below, do you agree? And join us next time for more Tin Can Challenge.